Around 2 weeks ago, I basically accused Raycon of potentially rebranding a product, marketing it, and then selling it for an abhorrent price. I was speaking about their Raycon E25 and compared it to this, the Blitzwolf BW FYE5. On that same video, Raycon reached out to me and said, hey, while they may look similar, while the shells look very similar to each other, they are not the same product. There is some hardware and software differences compared to these Blitzwolves. So I took the video down. Those are really powerful statements, and if it's incorrect, then the video should most definitely go down because it could ruin a brand's reputation. I don't want to be the type of person that willingly spreads misinformation. So to find out the whole truth, I bought both. And spoiler alert, wow, it's upside down. Spoiler alert, Raycon was absolutely correct. This is going to be a pretty quick video, but basically, I was wrong. The shells look near identical, and that's true, but that's also where all their similarities end. Here's what I mean. First, the cases have different finishes. One is glossy, the Blitzwolf FYE5, but the other one has this matte finish, which is the Raycon E25. The Blitzwolf case is also somewhat translucent, so you can actually see through the case when the earbuds are charging. The Raycon, on the other hand, is completely solid and you can't see through it at all. And the earbuds also sound really different. The Raycon E25 has this huge emphasis on bass and the high end, while the Blitzwolf is much more flat overall, though there is some emphasis in the bass. The battery life on the Blitzwolf earbuds are also completely awful. They only get you around 2.5 hours when you're blaring it at max volume, and the Raycon E25, on the other hand, gets you a full 4.5 hours at max volume, and even at max volume, it sounds louder than the Blitzwolves. The Raycon E25 took around an hour total to recharge the earbuds, but the Blitzwolf takes about 2 hours, which is a huge, crazy difference, especially when they're in use, because 2 hours is almost how much playtime you get out of these. Even the accessories they come with are different. The Blitzwolf micro USB to USB charging cable is significantly longer than the Raycon E25's. That one's tiny. It's super short. The Raycons, on the other hand, provide you 4 additional sets of different types of ear tips, while the Blitzwolf gives you it in this tiny little baggie. The mics on the Blitzwolf and the Raycon E25 are also pretty different. This is how the mic on the Raycon E25 sounds. And now this is the mic on the Blitzwolf BW FYE5. You tell me, how does it sound? Do they sound different? Do they sound the same? Let me know. So I think there are enough differences to conclude that these two are not the same product. While they look the same on the outside, they are not the same in the inside at all. In my opinion, the Blitzwolf BW FYE5 is an inferior product compared to the Raycon E25. They just happen to look the same. I personally would not recommend the Blitzwolf for daily usage. There are better earbuds in that price range. I'm really actually enjoying the Inec Fire E60. These are fantastic for their money, and I would take these over the Blitzwolf any day. And they're around the same price too. As for my verdict on the Raycon E25, I'm gonna leave that for the full review I plan to do on them. So the conclusion is, I was wrong. I thought they were rebranding products, and this just proved, all these hardware differences and sound differences just proved that was not the case. You could argue they used a similar shell, which is, based on what we saw, true. I 100% thought that I found juicy information and that I was completely correct. Basically, don't make accusations unless you have them both in your hands, even if they look really similar. I thought I had a computer clan and lit mobile type scenario, but that's just not true. I was wrong. Anyway guys, I hope that cleared things up and why I had to remove that video. I made a bad statement and it just wasn't true. And plus, I don't enjoy making these types of videos the way I enjoy making review type videos, so I think I'll stick to those. Thanks for understanding, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.